everybody and welcome to Norway. I'm here with my good friend Gareth Leonard from Touristy Townie and we're about to embark on a 2-week road trip adventure along the coast to Norway.
It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna go Oslo, Lofoten, Bergen, Stavanger, and here in Trolltunga.
Let's do this. Before we hit the road, let me give you a brief introduction to the country and the logistics of our trip. Norway is a Nordic country in Northern Europe. The mainland territory is located in the western and northernmost portion of the Scandinavian peninsula. Additionally, the remote Arctic island of Jan Mayen and the archipelago of Svalbard also form part of Norway. The country shares a long eastern border with Sweden. It is also bordered by Finland and Russia to the northeast and the Skagerrak Strait to the south, on either side of which are Denmark and the United Kingdom. Norway has an extensive coastline facing the North Atlantic Ocean and the Barents Sea. After our road trips through Iceland 2 years ago, Gareth and I were in search of a destination that offers just as much natural beauty and unique outdoor experiences as Iceland, and ended up choosing Norway because of its rugged coastline featuring numerous huge fjords and thousands of picturesque islands. Regarding our route, we'll be starting off in Stavanger in Southwest Norway to learn more about the history of the country, wooden houses from the 18th and 19th century, before moving on to Odda for some proper winter trekking.
We're gonna get to that tongue one way or another.
After that, we make our way to Bergen, one of the most picturesque cities of the country, which is often referred to as the fjord capital. The view from up here is simply incredible. Then we hit the slopes in Myrkdalen together with a well-known Winter X Games athlete.
Can't wait to see you hit the park. Alright.
To warm up for the next dream destination further up north, in Northern Norway, the Lofoten Islands, which we will be exploring properly from west to east. Let's catch some waves!
I loved it. Loves the outdoors.
The capital Oslo will be our last stop to finish this trip in style by visiting some of the major sites of the city and attending an intense football derby. Like on our last trips through Iceland, we partnered up with Bodø again to showcase a range of unique and authentic accommodations in Norway. Besides that, we also stayed in some pretty nice hotels along the way. The links to all featured accommodations can be found in the related guide on my website. The link to my Norway guide, which also features all sites, restaurants and tours we've experienced on our 2-week lasting trip, can be found in the info box below this video. This way, you can plan your very own Norway trip based on our experience and recommendations. The music is provided by Epidemic Sound, and you can find all songs that we used in our very own Norway playlist on the platform. So be sure to use the link below to get a free 30-day trial for their huge music library. But now, let's get this journey started. Welcome to Exploring Norway.
It's gonna be a great adventure. We're in the midst of it already. This is Norway.
First kilometers in Norway.
And first stop for us is the city of Stavanger. Actually, we were about to do the Myrkdalen hike today, but because of the weather and really strong winds, we couldn't. So instead, I'm just showing you around in Stavanger. First stop is the fish market. The fish market is a little bit tiny, but you got all the goods here. And over there, in the back, you can try them. Should we try them?
Let's try them.
Let's try them.
It's the fish market right next to us, and here's the restaurant. We're gonna try some fish soup. The fishmonger said that's the best thing to try while you're here, and it's also the perfect dish on this cold and rainy day. So let's try it out. looked like a little bit of ginger and carrots at the bottom along with shrimp, and they put in these big chunks of fish, and then chives, green onions on top. Super soft fish with this buttercream sauce, with these chives on top, and these crunchy croutons. Wow. It immediately just warms my entire body. Right next to the fish market. This is a perfect first stop. Wow.
Our next spot is Gamle Stavanger, the old town of Stavanger with its beautiful wooden houses from the 18th and 19th century. Stavanger's core is to a large degree 18th and 19th century wooden houses that are protected and considered part of the city's cultural heritage. To learn more about Stavanger's history, we headed to the nearby Maritime Museum. Stavanger is the third largest city in the country, located on the Stavanger Peninsula in southwest Norway. The city's history is a continuous alternation between economic booms and recessions. For long periods of time, its most important industries have been shipping, shipbuilding, the fish canning industry, and associated subcontractors. In 1969, a new boom started as oil was first discovered in the North Sea. After much discussion, Stavanger was chosen to be the onshore center for the oil industry on the Norwegian sector of the North Sea, and a period of hectic growth followed. Today, the oil industry is a key industry in the Stavanger region, and the city is widely referred to as the oil capital of Norway. The city center itself is small and intimate, with narrow streets and open spaces protected from car traffic. Beside Gamle Stavanger and the harbor, you should pay a visit to the Stavanger Domkirke, which is the oldest cathedral in Norway. And make sure to check out the neat restaurants and cafes around the colorful Fagergarten Street. Weather is still miserable, but we made our way to the Fjell, which is basically 3 swords that commemorate the Battle of 872 when King Harald gathered all of Norway under one crown. And this monument is actually also a monument of peace because the swords are stuck in rock. And what better way to spend a night in a port city like Stavanger than on a boat? This over there is our first verbo spot.
So let me show you around a little bit. You come down here, you can see the kitchen. Oh, good morning, Heidi. Good morning, Martin. Good morning. And if you come through here, this is the living room. Oh, there's the pups. Kitchen. Have a good breakfast.
Yeah, thank you.
And then if you come up the stairs from the lower level, pan around here, the pups are awake. Got one little bed there, my room's back there. Got an office here. Here's the bathroom. That's the entrance. And then if you go up these stairs, you'll get to the main captain's deck. Look at this. And this is where the view is. This is also where Steve is. Morning, Steve.
Morning.
Look, I'll show you this real quick. This is Steve's room. Another bedroom here. Look at this. With the pretty lady watching him sleep. Lovely.
This is actually the boat of Heidi and Morten, who transformed it into a houseboat. It used to be a boat for whale watching tours in the area of Svalbard. What a cool spot to stay here in Stavanger. We're leaving Stavanger and we're heading up north. We just got off the ferry It was a little bit choppy, but not too choppy. Beautiful views on the way. And now we're heading up into the mountains in the direction of Odda. We have some fosses coming up, some waterfalls. Made it to the first waterfall of our road trip. This is the Langfossen. Wow. Just another tunnel and we're in winter wonderland.
We just teleported to Narnia.
We are in winter wonderland and made it to our next stop, the next waterfall, Lattefossen.
'For our time in Hardanger, we are staying in a beautiful cottage overlooking the fjord in Herad.
Oh, it smells like fresh wood. Dude.
What is this place?
Oh my god. And up there we got a hammock. Oh my god. This door is open. We got bunk beds. Is there a lock? Yeah. Okay. Must be that. Alright, how do we get up? Alright, come this way. We got a second bunk bed. Nice. Up here. Oh. We found a better way to do it. This is the chill room.
Nice.
What do you think? This will work?
It's cool. We have like 3 beds here, see? One here. There's one more.
Oh my gosh. You're right.
There's one more. It is 6 o'clock in the morning and we are out heading to the starting point of the Trolltunga hike, the Troll's Tongue. It's one of the hardest hikes to do here and we are doing it in winter. We made it to the starting point of our hike. We meet the guide now from Trolltunga Active and then we head up this hard hike. First, crampons. Got him! While it is possible to do the hike independently from mid-June to mid-September for experienced hikers, you need to take a guided tour in the winter season. That's why we partnered up with the experts from Trolltunga Active, which is the main supplier of guided tours to Trolltunga in the region. The hike from the parking area to Trolltunga and back again is a 28-kilometer round trip in terrain with 1,100 meters of elevation gain, making it one of the hardest day hikes I've ever done. Due to the long distance, we needed to start our trek as early as possible and were given a turnaround time by our guide Mats, which meant we needed to turn around at 3 p.m. no matter if we reached our goal or not.
This is the tough part. We are snowshoeing very high up at a very good incline. Whew. We are earning our views. Team's coming in strong. This is one of the hardest things I've done in a long time. Oh, this is just straight up on the snowshoes. Deep snow. We're going at a pretty good clip. I don't know if we're gonna make it in time. We gotta be there by 3 o'clock before it gets too dark for the way home. It's taking a lot out of us.
3.5 hours and 9 kilometers done. Lunchtime.
We're gonna get to that tongue one way or another. We're almost there. We got about an hour left. It's 2 o'clock. We gotta get there by 3 o'clock. And we might just make it. We're getting close now. You can see it only about 10 minutes away. This is just about as remote and vast as it gets. It's completely silent out here. It's so beautiful. There it is. There it is.
All right, after 6 hours of hiking, we finally made it to the Trolltunga. This is it. It's pretty icy though, so I guess we're not going on it, just to be safe.
Unfortunately, too icy to go all the way down. Because I know I like being alive a lot more than I like being dead.
We have decided against going out on the tongue itself because it's all ice. And this is a little message to all you Instagrammers and YouTubers out there. It's not worth the shot. If your guide or somebody tells you that you shouldn't go out on the ledge, don't go out on the ledge. Right, guys? Don't go out on the ledge if your guide tells you it's not safe. I don't care how great the shot is. That's an amazing shot. But the truth is, what's our motto here? We'd rather be alive than get the shot, because that is all ice. So we're just gonna hang out and enjoy some snacks, check out this incredible view, listen to the birds, and head back.
But even without that, we truly enjoyed the impressive views before we needed to head the 14 kilometers back.
This is it. We are now driving along the Hardanger fjord up to Bergen. Let's see what we can find on the way. And after the ferry crossing, we made it to another waterfall, the Steinsdalsfossen. This is a waterfall where you can actually go behind the fall. And just like that, we made it to Bergen. This behind us is our next Verbo spot. This is the place where we start exploring the city.
Look at this place. Alright, get up the stairs. Through here is the main room. That's where I threw my stuff. Here's gonna be my bedroom. Very nice setup, including the shower, toilet. And if you come up here, this is the main room. Got Steve in here checking out what we're gonna do. Got some creepy people on the wall. I mean some antiques. Beautiful little couch. Here is our living room area. Whatever that is. We got Old Town up here. A nice little kitchen. Beautiful little kitchen. And over here, see this? Nice little living room area. And if you come up one more, the third level, you got Steve's room. I hit my head every time. The room. And here's the attic. This is where Steve will be.
Good morning and welcome to Bergen, where I will show you all the cool things to do in and around the capital of the fjords.
Bergen is located on the west coast of Norway and the second largest city of the country, with a population of 420,000 in the metropolitan region.
And we start things off in the beautiful old town of Bergen called Bruggen, or Tyske Bruggen, which actually means the German dock. This is where Bergen was founded and grew steadily over time through trade as part of the Hanseatic League.
The city of Bergen was founded around 1070 within the boundaries of Tyskebruggen. Around 1350 a contour of the Hanseatic League was established there, and Tyskebruggen became the center of the Hanseatic commercial activities in Norway. Today, Bergen is an international center for aquaculture, shipping, the offshore petroleum industry and subsea technology, and a national center for higher education, media, tourism and finance. Bergen Port is Norway's busiest in terms of both freight and passengers.
And if you're hungry, the local fish market, located right by the water, is a great place to check out. Just around the corner from the old town you can find the Bergenhus fortress. Bergen actually used to be the capital of Norway, and this fortress was the main seat of Norwegian rulers at that time.
From the end of the 13th century, Bergen became a bureau city of the Hanseatic League. Until 1789, Bergen enjoyed exclusive rights to mediate trade between Northern Norway and abroad, and it was the largest city in Norway until the 1830s, when it was overtaken by the capital Christiania, now known as Oslo.
Another must thing to do when you're in Bergen is to get on top of one of the 7 mountains. You could go either up to the Mount Ulriken or on top of the Mount Fløyen. This is where I am now, and this is the most popular one because you can go up here with a funicular system called the Fløibanen, which connects the mountaintop to the old town, which is right down there. And the view from up here is simply incredible.
Fløyen, or Fløyfjellet, is one of the city mountains in Bergen. Its highest point is 400 meters above sea level. The name could originate from Fløystangen, which translates into weather vane, that was set up to indicate the direction of the wind for sailing ships.
After a full day of city exploration, I now finally met up with this guy who was on the hunt for food in the city.
I've been eating reindeer sausages all day, ready for some more.
And now we go and have some dinner, and this is also his responsibility. So what are we about to have?
So we found a place called Pengvinen. I believe it's Norwegian for penguin, and they're said to serve up some traditional Norwegian food, so we're gonna go try it.
So we're now inside and we ordered some very typical dishes. Gareth got the meatballs and I have the fish pie. This is so good. And of course, we got some beers.
We got meatballs, lingonberries, smashed peas, potatoes.
Oh, baby.
Delicious, moist meatballs, the fruitiness of those lingonberries. And now I'm gonna try Steve's dish, which is the fish pie. Put some. Oh my God! Look at this. That's just all fish.
Oh, baby.
Oh my gosh. It tastes like a massive crab cake with just butter on the bottom. You're gonna like that, buddy. You're gonna like that. That's good. That's great. Pengvinen.
Good morning. As we are in Norway in wintertime, we thought why not also go skiing? So we came up here to the Myrkdalen ski resort. Gareth is ready and we're here with Klaus, an ex-game athlete.
Right.
So what are we about to do today?
Well, I'm about to take you guys skiing here in Myrkdalen, show you around. Hopefully we get to find some powder and can't wait to see you hit the park.
Alright.
Situated in Fjords, the Myrkdalen ski resort is located only a 2-hour drive away from Bergen. With 9 lifts and 21 varied slopes, it is the largest ski resort in Western Norway, with family-friendly ski areas, slopes with all levels of difficulty, terrain parks, ski cross slopes, and great off-piste terrain.
This is park! We're here!
We got up early in the morning after our day of skiing and we made our way over to Flum, and just a 20-minute drive away up the mountain you can find this viewpoint. It's called the Stegastein viewpoint and it offers a view to the whole fjord surrounding the area. It's amazing.
Flum is a village in Myrkdalen at the inner end of the Outtakes, a branch of the Sognefjorden. The Stegastein viewing platform is located 650 meters above the Outtakes fjord, offering breathtaking views. To finish our time in Bergen in style, we decided to head up the Fløyen again, to enjoy our last sunset in this awesome city.
Alright, this is it from Bergen. We're now making our way down. And next up we're going to show you around in the Lofoten Islands.
Alright, we just made it. We picked up our rental car. We are here in Bodø and we're gonna go explore a little bit for the day before catching the ferry to Lofoten this afternoon.
We're now getting a little tour from Ellen, who's showing us around his city. And there are a lot of murals here. For example, this one over there, this actually shows the Northern Lights. Our lunch spot on this little Bodø tour is a local cafeteria. We have the lunch menu. This is lapskaus. And this is a chocolate pudding.
Bodø is the administrative center of the Bodø municipality and of Nordland County in the region of Northern Norway, and is located on a peninsula between the Vestfjorden and the Southfjorden, just north of the Arctic Circle. It is the largest urban area and town in Nordland County and second largest in Northern Norway.
Located just a 30-minute drive out of Bodø is a very unique attraction. It is called Saltstraumen, which is a strait which connects 2 fjords right underneath this bridge and has one of the strongest tidal currents in the world, resulting in massive whirlpools you can see underneath the bridge if you're here at the right time. Alright, we have a 4-hour ferry ride ahead of us and then we will be in the Lofoten Islands, our next destination in this series from Norway.
And it's gonna be awesome.
Good morning from the most beautiful and rugged Lofoten. We just arrived last night via ferry, and this place is absolutely stunning. Completely lives up to the hype of all the photos and Instagrams that we've seen online on the weeks and days leading up to this trip. And now that we're here, we're in the middle of it, the seagulls screeching overhead, these gigantic white cliffs with snow on them, these red fishing cabins, cod drying out on the lines right next to us. This place is absolutely stunning. We're gonna go explore all of the little villages and things that we can find here in the area. This is Lofoten, day one. Come on.
We start our discovery in the town of Odda, which is also the beginning of the road which stretches all over the Lofoten Islands.
The European Road E10 connects the larger islands of Lofoten with bridges and undersea tunnels. Ultimately, the E10 ends in Luleå, Sweden. But for our road trip, we focus on the principal islands of Moskenesøya, Flakstadøya, Vestvågøya, Gimsøya and Austfjords.
And our next stop is Reine, which is located on a little island of the bigger Moskenes Island. Picturesque spot. Alright, we're hungry, and the next spot is a pretty exciting place for this guy.
Can't wait. This is Anita's. They're serving up some of the best fish burgers or fish sandwiches in all of Lofoten. That's what we've been told.
Crunchiness from the slaw, sweetness from a homemade sauce. This nice, tender little cod patty. Good bun. That's all you can ask for.
Our next spot right after lunch is over this bridge, Hamnøy. This is where you can actually find the signature photo of the Lofoten Islands.
The Lofoten Islands are characterized by their mountains and peaks, sheltered inlets, stretches of seashore, and large virgin areas which make up for an incredible road trip.
If you were wondering if the Lofoten Islands have nice beaches, yes, they indeed have. This is Ramberg Stranda. Over there is Ramberg, and this is basically the beach of Ramberg.
Fascinated by these pristine beaches, we were hungry for more and made our way to a place which is known for its surf.
We made it! We're at the beach now! We're in Unstad.
It's so nice.
Which is actually like the hotspot for surfing. Alright, waves are a little bit too big for us, so we decided to go with the world's best cinnamon buns instead.
Unstad Arctic Surf is the hub for cold water surfers on the Lofoten. Indeed, the founders were the first ones to catch waves up here. Today, the Lofoten attract well-known surfers from all around the world. Before we got too cozy, we finished our cinnamon buns and explored the island of Gimsøya before heading over to Austfjords and the capital of Svolvær.
We are just now arriving in the big city of Svolvær.
Hot evening. We made it to the capital of the Lofoten Islands, Svolvær, and we went for dinner to a place called Bacalhau, and we're having here bacalhau, and of course a local brew from Lofoten Pils. Surface one. Cheers to that.
And here's the reason we came to Svolvær. In the last weekend of March, sea anglers meet in Svolvær for the World Championship in cod fishing. For more than 1,000 years, the Lofoten have been the center of great cod fisheries, especially in winter when the cod migrates south from the Barents Sea and gathers in Lofoten to spawn.
You drive around the Lofoten, you can see this everywhere because it's now March, and this is actually the season where they dry all the cod. So the cod gets air dried here, and then they bring it into the house at the end of March, beginning of April.
We managed to be signed up for the World Championship in cod fishing, even though we have no fishing experience at all.
We are officially registered. We're on the docket for Saturday. We are boat 42.
Back in Bodø, Ellen helped us to get the right fishing gear.
Want some fish?
I've seen these at other kinds of shops before.
And you never knew what it was.
We got some last tips from the local experts and we're ready to go with about 600 other competitors from 8 countries. At 9 AM, the starting pistol sounds. And everyone sets out for the best fishing grounds as fast as they can. Back in Stavanger, the competitors bring the catch in where it is measured. However, the first day was the day of the Norwegian Cup, so we needed to wait for our turn on the next day.
In the harbor of Stavanger, actually today we were about to compete in the World Cod Fishing Championship. We're officially registered for that. We're about to be on boat number 42 today, but due to strong winds and bad weather it got cancelled. The waves will be up to like 10-50 meters high, so they canceled the whole championship.
Oh, alright, well we came all this way and now it's cancelled, officially cancelled. So now what? All we have is alcohol, I guess.
All you got? Alcohol? That's almost everything.
The sun's out and we just made it to Henningsvær, to a very popular football pitch. This is one of those images you can see on Instagram. A football pitch on an island, because Henningsvær is actually located on a few different islands. Next spot we are stopping by is called Fjord. It's a little fishing village right at this tiny fjord here. Very, very picturesque.
Fjord is often regarded as one of the oldest and best preserved fishing villages in Norway and was once home to more than 1,500 fishermen. Many of the old buildings related to the fishing industry have been renovated and taken care of. And today the fish oil factory, old smokery, blacksmith, boathouses and many other buildings can be visited.
And we finish off our time here in Lofoten, where it all began, in the little village of Odda, where we rented a fisherman's hut for the last night. We had an amazing time here. Unfortunately, no fishing for us, but we got a lot of snow.
It's been a wild few days of weather, that's for sure.
Make sure to check out Gareth's video on the Lofoten, which is focusing on
everything.
everything.
Everything there is to do here, from the food to this incredible landscapes, and maybe a little partying as well.
On the next morning, we left the snow-covered Lofoten Islands and boarded a flight down south for our last stop on this trip, where we will be exploring the capital of the country, Oslo.
Oslo is the capital and with that the transportation hub of Norway. Therefore most trips to the country start and end here. So let me show you my favorite things to do in the city.
Oslo is located in eastern Norway and occupies an arc of land at the northernmost end of the Oslo fjord. The fjord, which is nearly bisected by the southern peninsula opposite Oslo, lies to the south. In all other directions, Oslo is surrounded by green hills and mountains. Oslo is the economic and governmental center of Norway. The city is home to many companies within the maritime sector, some of which are among the world's largest shipping companies, ship brokers and maritime insurance brokers. The city has a population of about 1.7 million in the metropolitan area. In 2013, Oslo tied with the Australian city of Melbourne as the fourth most expensive city in the world, according to the EIU's Worldwide Cost of Living study.
So let's start things off right by the water with the impressive Opera House.
The Oslo Opera House opened in 2007 after 4 years of construction and is the home of the Norwegian National Opera and Ballet and the National Opera Theatre in Norway. The angled exterior surfaces of the building are covered with marble from Italy and white granite and make it appear to rise from the water. It is the largest cultural building constructed in Norway since the cathedral Nidarosdomen was completed in 1300.
Alright, so this is it. I'm here. It's a communal time right now, but there's nobody here yet, so I have the whole place to myself. You just dump a little bit of this water from here. Take that. Throw that on there. Got the steamer. Got the wood burning there. I just got the whole place myself. Looking out at the opera right here. The opera house behind me. This place is perfect. It's right along the city, so you have people walking by all the time. It's just great. Ooh, this water is gonna be cold out there though. Really cold. But holy, you gotta come down when you're in Oslo. You gotta jump in the fjord. It's really nice, very refreshing, not that cold. I'm gonna go back in the sun. Oh, that is so cold. That's so cold out there. Oh, jeez. Oh, but it's very warm in here. It's like 90 degrees Celsius. My skin is red from jumping in the water. You got one other sauna over the side. Everybody's jumping in. I gotta get a shot of that. But you fill up right here. You got water that you put right on the stones. There's the opera house right behind us. Woo!
It's time to learn something about Norwegian history. The Akershus fortress is a great place to do so and, even better, completely free of charge.
Akershus Fortress or Akershus Castle is a medieval castle that was built to protect and provide a royal residence for Oslo. The castle has also been used as a military base and is today a museum open for public. After construction of the castle was finished around 1300, Håkon V gradually started to use the castle as a residential palace, favoring the keep over the Oslo Kongsgard estate, despite the fact that the castle likely was unsuited as a residence. The castle becoming a royal residence also played a significant role in the process where the capital for Norway was moved from Bergen to Oslo.
There it is. It's time for some typical lunch, so I came to this place here. It's called Wurst, and this is all about Pølse. So I have a very typical one. This one, the Løitenfløte. Let's try that. Very good. Aquavit pølse, some caramelized onions, crispy bacon. Oh, just what I needed. A spot which is worth a visit even when it's not raining is the Viking Ship Museum, which is actually one of the most visited attractions here in Oslo.
The Viking Ship Museum is part of the Museum of Cultural History of the University of Oslo and houses 3 Viking-era burial ships. The museum is most famous for the completely whole Oseberg ship, excavated from the largest known ship burial in the world. Now I made my way out of the city center to the Holmenkollen, which is at the heart of Norwegian skiing traditions and a very unique place to see the city from above. Holmenkollbakken is a large ski jumping hill located in the neighborhood Holmenkollen in Oslo. Besides the ski jumping facilities, it is also home to the Holmenkollen Ski Museum, which was founded in 1923 and is the world's oldest ski museum. The museum contains 4,000 years of skiing history, starting with rock carvings dating back from the Stone Age. It also displays skiers and skis from the Viking Age. Additionally, it displays equipment used in the polar expedition of both Fridtjof Nansen and Roald Amundsen. Here you can also learn about the history of the hill, which has been rebuilt altogether 19 times since the first major skiing competition in 1892. Today the tower is 60 meters tall and is surrounded by the Holmenkollen National Arena, which is also a Nordic skiing and biathlon venue and can host up to 70,000 spectators. That was the most exciting part of it, heading up to the jump tower. Next up, right after walking by the monumental town hall, is the beautiful neighborhood of Aker Brygge, a transformed industrial area which is often described as the heart and soul of the city. Here in Oslo we are staying in an apartment right next to the central station, which is a great location to explore the capital of Norway from. It is dark outside and I met up again with Gareth.
Hi guys.
What did you do?
Man, I've been sitting in a sauna all day, just crushing Norwegian food, maybe a couple of different food stalls. It was delightful. A very relaxing day, unlike yours, which was action-packed.
And now we're about to have, for dinner, I
think we should just pop in here and grab a little bacon-wrapped cheese hot dog. What do you say?
Sounds good to me. And afterwards, we're heading to the football match. Norway is playing Sweden tonight in the European qualifiers.
There. This was great. I love it.
Like that, we are at the end. What a great finish. Make sure to check out Gareth's channel for all the good food stuff.
Oh yeah.
Subscribe to this channel if you like the series.
Oh yeah.
And check out the related travel guides.
Oh yeah. See you guys.
And I gotta make sure I'm always in focus with this camera. It's not. Steve is the mastermind behind all the planning. Steve, where are we heading on this exam? Where? Shit. You get to Steve's room. Down these little steps. Through all this luggage. This is Steve's room. Yeah, I know.
And this is actually also a monument for peace because those swords are...
Burp smell.
Alright, we ate fish soup, we saw the Maritime Museum. What now?
I'm just waiting in here, personally. Just waiting for him to get the shot. You know, we don't both need the shot, you know what I mean?
Steve has always dreamed of creating one of those cool Instagram breakfast photos as a couple. So we're gonna try that. What's this guy? He's just up there judging us. I know, it's Instagram. Oh, look at this spread.
How are you feeling?
Tired.
You look great.
I'm really sorry, Santa. This is just too delicious. Reindeers, I love you, and I still hope to see you on this trip. I hope this doesn't jinx me. This is just good, really good.
After exploring Bergen,
Then we...
Emotion. Okay, how's the hot dog by itself?
Not great.
Oh, here we go. Look at this. Look at this.
Check out what there is to see and do in Stavanger. This is just a beautiful start to the trip. Let's go. Nailed it.
Oh my god. My boots smell so bad.
oh yes, they do.
You can smell them? Oh. Look at this place. This is so cool.
With tourist to townie, Gareth Leonard, and we're about to travel through
Norway.
Good.
Area, lake, water. This is Ringedalsdammen. Welcome to Ringedalsdammen. What's it? Ringedal.
Yeah, it's good.
Ringedalsdammen.
We're gonna go see what Bodø.
Bodø?
Bodø. Like, it sounded like Buddha. We're gonna go see what Buddha has to offer. Let's go. Trolltunga. Shit.
Ringedalsdammen. Here we go.
Oh, that's a great tea. What is this, green?
For our time in, we got a recommendation for a place to go for lunch, and this is right next to the beach of Ramberg. Ramberg Gjestegard. Hungry?
Let's go get some ramburgers. Oh my god.
That was good.